I'm making this video, and before I start, I want to be very clear. I have no ill will against Chrisean Jr. He is the baby and he is innocent. And it's extremely unfortunate that he's been dragged into Chrisean and Blueface's mess. Chrisean has posted a lot of stuff online that worked in her favor, where she was able to play the victim for a very long time throughout her pregnancy and up until she had her son. But people are now starting to see that Chrisean is a liar and Chrisean is neglecting her son. Her fans want to come on here and say that people are picking on the baby and bullying the baby. And you know what? For the ones that is hella wrong. I don't agree with that. But there's a difference from that to other people like myself who are trying to bring awareness to the situation, because you could clearly see that there is something wrong with the baby. And instead of Chrisean acknowledging it and putting her ego to the side, she wants to sit up here and act like nothing is wrong with her son, when in the long run, it's only going to be detrimental to her child if she doesn't get him the help that he needs. Even if he does have a delay, that does not change the fact that he is an adorable baby. He is super cute. And this is not the time for Chrisean to be trying to make it seem like she's not embarrassed, but she is embarrassed of what's going on with her son, because Chrisean caused this. Nobody told her to be drinking and smoking and fighting and doing everything that a pregnant woman should not be doing. Why didn't anybody sit Chrisean down and tell her the truth, that she was not ready for a baby? Other than Blueface, because when Blueface said it, everybody wanted to attack him like he's a horrible person. He's done a lot of wrong. He's been very disrespectful, and he likes to embarrass women. But that don't change the fact that he wasn't wrong when he said Chrisean was not ready for a baby. And honestly, when he said to Jaden that she would have to raise that baby, I don't think he was playing. At first I did, but I don't think he was playing. It's like he saw what was to come. And it's a very, very, very sad situation for the baby, because before Blueface even went into jail, he was denying the baby, and this baby needs him. Chrisean, I don't like Chrisean, but for the sake of the baby, I do hope she gets her mental health under control, because she is doing a horrible job at trying to parent the baby, and it's showing. Someone should have sat Chrisean down and told her, when you have a baby and it does not work out with the person you're with, or you have certain things that you were used to doing, because when you didn't have kids, you could just get up and go as you please. All that changes, okay? When two parents separate, a lot of the times, the mothers are the primary caretakers of the baby, which means you are responsible to make sure that their well-being is okay, that their doctor's appointments are being met, that they're eating, they're growing, everything. Chrisean didn't think of none of that. I feel Chrisean had the baby because she knew she was slowly losing Blueface, because it was just getting too toxic. And what Chrisean should have realized, a baby will not keep a man, okay? It will not keep a man. In the process of her trying to stunt on Blueface to say, I don't need you, look who I am, she was hurting her son in the process, because she was out doing everything that a pregnant woman should not be doing. And now her fans want to sit on here and tell everybody that they're wrong for calling out what we are seeing. No, y'all are wrong. Because anybody who could condone that type of bullshit shouldn't even be able to have kids either. Chrisean, off of her own selfishness, just messed up her son's future. Hopefully this is something he could come back from. And even if it's not, she still needs to get him help. People say give her grace because she's a first-time mother. No, I'm not going to give her grace, because she didn't give her son grace when she was pregnant with him. And now we're seeing all the repercussions of what her selfish acts did to her son. And her fans are also saying, well, she don't owe us anything as the public to tell us if she's taking her son to a doctor, if she's not taking her son. And I get that. But y'all also have to realize we didn't ask for Chrisean to push her baby and her relationship into the public's face. Okay? She chose to do that on her own. See, that whole victim mentality Chrisean was doing when she was pregnant up until she had her son, that was only going to last for so long because people are tired of the bullshit. Her fans want to keep saying that the public is bullying her son. I'm not bullying her son. I feel bad for her son because of who his mother is and because you could tell that she does not have an attachment to the baby. Now, there's a huge difference between bullying and questioning Chrisean's parenting. That's what I am doing. I am questioning her parenting. Because right now, she is not doing the best that she could do when it comes to her son. She seems to be more worried about, let me get my body right so that when Blue comes home, he don't look at nobody. Bitch, why don't you go find a doctor for your son before you do anything else? And I don't care if her fans don't like it. If y'all don't like it, click off my video. Look at her son's eyes. Look at them. That's why she doesn't post his whole face, or she does a heavily filtered picture and she only does it from an angle. That is not right what she did to her baby. And y'all still want to come on here trying to defend her. Fine if you don't want to go against her, but don't enable the bullshit that she has done. This is wrong. Look at these pictures. Look at his eyes. She is wrong. And yes, I am getting upset over it because it's not okay that people are saying, oh, don't bully Chrisean, and she's trying. No, she's not trying. That's why little kids get hurt, because people like her fans that will make any excuse when a child is being neglected or abused. Up until something detrimental happens to a baby, then everyone's going to sit back and say, we should have did something. We should have helped her. By then, it's going to be too late. If y'all are real fans, encourage the bitch to go get her son fucking help. I don't need to know Chrisean personally to see what she's doing to her son and how she's handling him. And nobody else should have to know her personally either to admit that wrong is wrong and what Chrisean is doing is called neglect. Chrisean just came online trying to defend that people are attacking her son or talking about her son, calling him names, things like that, right? And then she says she's waiting for Blueface to get out so that way he can help her with their son. Say that she has certain things lined up so that Junior can advertise for baby's clothes or whatever it is that she's doing. So, bitch, you're willing to still exploit your son before you go and get him help? This is why I can't stand Chrisean. This girl contradicts herself way too much.